I started baking at a really young age. I would pull up a stool next to the counter when my mom was baking and stand next to her or sit on the counter, and she'd give me a whisk and a spatula, and I was allowed to help stir. Usually that's all I got to do. And then, as I got older, I got to help crack eggs or help decorate the cookies or something like that, but I definitely enjoyed it from a real early age. I started my business a little over 3 years ago, focusing on wedding cakes. And as we grew a little bit, we started doing more birthday cakes, anniversaries, baby showers, other specialty cakes. We've really been growing our business to incorporate dessert and pastry displays, which would be like small individual pastries, little like more bite-sized individual things that can accompany cakes at a party or a wedding or something like that. So we're kind of growing and expanding and getting into that market. I do love what I do. It's very challenging, which I like. It's always something new. It never really gets boring. And owning your own business is definitely a challenge in itself. So every day is new and exciting. In general, we're providing New Orleans with a product that nobody else really is offering. This last weekend, a local client of mine flew me to Puerto Rico to do her wedding cake and groom's cake and turn down amenities. We did a 7-foot tall, very elaborately decorated, beautiful Tiffany blue, white, and platinum wedding cake, and then a very elaborate groom's cake that was inspired by the groom's Irish family crest. He had like a family seal and a family crest, and we used those to design a groom's cake, and they were pretty spectacular. We had a really great wedding about a year ago. It was at a local restaurant here in New Orleans in a real elaborate room inside there, and the wedding cake itself was wrapped in ivory fondant with a white rose stencil design over it, and then a gold like cascading design that kind of swept up the front, and then we mimicked some of the gold and midnight blue brooches off the bride's dress as a focal point on the cake. I think before the cake shows became so popular on TV, people just thought that a cake was round, and if it was really fancy, it was 2 pieces of cake with a layer of filling in between and maybe some frosting on top, and that was it. Thanks to Duff and Cake Boss and some of those, people are realizing that you can have cakes that are shaped like other things. You can have a cake that looks like a cheeseburger, or you can have a cake that looks like a skyscraper or a monkey, or pretty much anything you can possibly imagine. So I think it's really broadened people's horizons of what's available, which is helpful to me personally because I do custom design cakes. And so people realize like, oh wow, I can have this, and then they come to me looking for it. On the negative side of it, the cakes that are often created by some of those shows tend to be dry. Sometimes it doesn't always taste the best, and the reasoning is that, it needs to be very structurally sound. Sometimes people think they can really have these amazing looking things, but they stop to forget, wait a sec, this is cake we're working with. And assuming you want to eat this at the end of the night, my most important thing is I want to give you a cake that tastes good. I want it to be moist. I want it to be flavorful. So we try to find the perfect mix of the 2 of those. Something that looks unbelievable that people are just going to be talking about for years to come, yet something that still tastes good. It's really fun and exciting when you really work hard on something and then you can step back and be like, wow,